Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it has been so long since my last video, but I did want to make sure that I set some time aside to film a holiday look. Also, you may have noticed my hair is a lot different. I actually cut it around Thanksgiving. I actually documented it, so if you want to check out the video on how I DIY'd this bob haircut and some balayage highlights, I have both videos on my IGTV channel, so just go to my Instagram and you'll be able to watch them there. Anyways, back to this look. I really wanted to set some time aside and create a holiday look. So 2 years ago I did a bold red lip holiday look. If you want to watch that, I will go ahead and link that in the description box below. So since I've done that, and I feel like that is kind of overdone on YouTube, I felt like I should try something still within the theme of holiday or even New Year's type vibes, but definitely nothing to do with warm, nothing to do with a red lip. So here is the look that I came up with today. As you can see, I have a ton of glitter on my eyes, which definitely had some New Year's Eve vibes. And then I ended up doing a berry lip. I didn't really have a plan when I sat down to film this YouTube tutorial. I just wanted to sit down and kind of get my creative juices flowing and kind of experiment with a couple different things. I can't tell you guys how good it felt to finally sit down and be in front of the camera again, because it has been, like I said, so long since I've done this. There's just something that is such a creative outlet for me to sit down and play with makeup on my face and go full glam and just really, I don't know, get all that creative energy out, I guess. Having said all of that, I want to go ahead and wrap up this intro so we can just jump right into the tutorial. So if you would like to see how I got this holiday / New Year's Eve sparkly eye, berry lip makeup look, then just keep watching. So, let's go ahead and get started. I already moisturized and I primed using the Nivea Men's Sensitive Post Shave Balm off camera. So I'm gonna just jump right into foundation. So today I'm using the Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation. My shade is Golden Beige. I'm gonna buff that in with this little beauty sponge that I picked up from e.l.f. The reason why I put on a ton of foundation on my face is because I want this to be like full coverage. This foundation on its own is about medium, but it's very, very buildable. And because, again, this is a super full face type of makeup look, I really want to pack on the foundation to just give me a nice clean base to start with. For concealer, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Roll-On Concealer. Lately, I have just been reaching for this again. It's just so easy to apply. So now to set the face, I'm gonna go full bake today. So I'm going to take my Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder in shade Translucent, and I'm going to just bake the face all over. Again, because this is such a full glam look, you don't want anything to move around or fade or kind of peek through at the end of the day. So really going in, hamming it up with the powder is going to make sure your look stays in place all day. And this is where I get the most oily at the end of the day. And this is just gonna absorb all my oils that tend to peek out at night after I've been wearing my makeup for several hours. Now I'm gonna take a different brush. I'm gonna take the e.l.f. blush brush, and I'm going to use that to apply a little bit on kind of the eyelid area. And that's just gonna set it and kind of prime it for when we go in with the eyeshadow. I actually can't find my current brow pencil for some reason. I was doing makeup in the car and now I can't find it in my makeup bag. So I'm going to be substituting the Brow Contour Pro. I'm actually out of the lighter shade on here. I think it's this shade right here. It's completely out, so I'm going to go with a darker shade. The brows are probably going to be like a little bit darker and more dramatic than normal, but it's okay because I guess we're doing a full glam look, so it shouldn't look too bad. But I'm just saying that to warn you in case you get scared of my super bold brows. Don't worry. Once we have the finished look, it won't look that bad. I promise. I'm gonna go into my Urban Decay Naked Basics palette. I'm gonna take Shade Blow as my highlighting shade, and then for a transition color, I think I'm gonna blend these two colors together. Colors Commando and Tempted. Okay, moving on to my crease color, but first of all, if you hear any baby noises, that is Trinity. She just woke up from her nap, so she's right beside me in her little bouncer, so just don't mind all the coos or screaming you may hear from her. For the crease color, I'm going to move on to this dark plum shade called Lethal in the same palette. And I actually want to kind of flick out the eyeshadow just a smidge at the end, so almost give it kind of a very faded, subtle winged effect. I'm gonna sort of do a half cut crease. I'm gonna go in with my Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm gonna use this to cut the crease. Now to kind of set off that concealer, I'm gonna go in with the Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette, and I'm gonna go to this very shimmery silver shade right here. The shade is called Iced. So this is actually a little bit lighter than the shimmery gray that I was wanting. So I am going to find a darker gray. So I found my Urban Decay Naked 2 palette. I am gonna go in with this dark gray shade first to kind of darken it up, and then I might add a little bit of this silvery shade. The dark shade is Pistol, the lighter one is Verve. I'm gonna use the same eyeshadow brush. So again, I didn't want this to be like a super frosted, icy look. I kind of just wanted it to be like a mid-tone gray sparkly look. All right, now I want to do the outer half portion of my lid. So going back to the Trinity, mommy's trying to film a YouTube video right now. So you're gonna have to keep it down, okay? Okay? I'm gonna take this black shimmery shade called Platonic, and I'm going to apply that to my outer V. I want it to be more of a gradient between a lighter gray to a medium gray to like dark smoky gunmetal black. So I'm gonna go back into the shade Iced, and I'm going to just take it directly on my middle finger, and I'm gonna start again towards the center and kind of brush it over, and this is gonna make it blend in a lot nicer. I'm just gonna go in and redefine my crease. So I'm gonna put an extra layer of that shade, what was it called? Lethal. Last thing I wanna do for now for my top lid area, and please excuse all the fallout. I'm gonna clean that up in 1 second. I'm gonna go back to the Naked 2 palette, and I'm gonna take the darkest shade Blackout, and this is more of a very matte black, and I'm just gonna apply this only on the outer V. So that's gonna kind of darken up the more shimmery black that I had previously put on. But again, I'm only focusing on the outer V, not the entire outer lid. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up the fallout. I'm gonna go ahead and go to my eyeliner. I'm gonna use the Kat Von D ink liner in Trooper Black, and this is the one that has a felt tip. Now I'm going to apply one coat of mascara because I am going to be adding falsies to the, excuse me, to this look. I'm using the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara, and I've been loving this mascara so much. Okay, so I want this look to be a little bit more smoky and a little bit more glittery. So I'm going to add some eyeshadow to my lower lash line. Going back to the Urban Decay Naked 2 palette, I'm going to use the same colors that I used on my lid as that gradient. I'm going to copy that, except flip it on the underside of my lower lash line. Now here comes the fun part of this look. I'm gonna go ahead and add some glitter to the top of my eyelids. I have the, well, first of all, I have the NYX Glitter Primer, which I picked up from Ulta, and this was super affordable. And then I also have their Glitter Brilliance glitter toppers. The silver sparkly one I have is shade 6. So that is what it looks like. And then I have a darker, more gunmetal looking one. This is glitter number 12. So that is what it looks like. I'm not sure if I'm going to use both, mix them together, or if I'm gonna use basically just a silver one. We'll see. I'm gonna start with the silver one and see how it looks. Okay, so in hindsight, I probably should have waited to apply my eyeliner until after I did this glitter, but right now I'm going to let it dry, and then I'm going to blend the outer portion of this glitter in a little bit more, so it's more of a gradual fade from the glitter to the black. But that is essentially the level of glitter that I was going for. All right, now that our eyelids look like little disco balls, I'm gonna go in with some falsies. These are the Ardell Wispies, the Studio Effects pair, and I'm gonna pop these on real quick, and I'm gonna be using the Tarte Tarteist Pro Black Glue. Okay, now for bronzer, I'm gonna use the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and this is their deepest shade. So it is at this point where I'm going to just lightly brush off the rest of whatever bake is left on my skin. Also helps blend in your contour and your bronzer so it's not as harsh. So for my blush and highlighter today, I'm gonna keep things simple. I'm gonna be using the Becca and Jaclyn Hill palette right here. And I'm going to be using this for my blush, and I think this for my highlighter. And I'm trying to remember what they're called. I think it's Rose Spritz and Champagne Pop. Yeah, Rose Spritz and Champagne Pop. I'm not sure what color lippy I want. I was thinking originally like a red or even like a berry, but now I'm thinking maybe a nude. I'm not sure. Okay, so after applying a tad bit of color, I did really love this berry shade. This is from NYX. This is their butter lipstick, and the shade I have is Ripe Berry. So here is what the tube looks like, and I'm gonna finish applying that to my lips. I feel like this really complements the eye look where it's not like a really vivid and overpowering red lip, but then it's not too subtle, too subdued of like a nude. So I feel like berry is the perfect balance. To lock the look in place, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Photofocus Matte Finish Setting Spray. I recently picked this up for the first time a couple weeks ago and I have been loving it. Okay guys, here is the finished look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and you are inspired in some way to create your own sparkly holiday look. If you do, be sure to tag me on my social media so I can see it. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful, blessed, and safe holiday season, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.